The first piece here, I always like to start with how we hold a paddle, okay? So we're gonna hold this paddle with something we call the Continental grip or the conti. We also call it the hammer grip or the handshake grip because it should feel like you're holding a hammer or giving someone a handshake. You should see that the edge of the paddle lines up with the center of your thumb and your index finger. So a little bit about spin. There's a couple, I always find this, which is, I'll have people come to me and they'll say like, I really want to learn a spin serve. Or there's like, hey, Sally I play with has like the best spin serve out there and I want that. And I always find that interesting because as you get better and better, you tend to do a lot of top spin shots, but not a lot of side spin, which is what like players who are newer to the game, they think that's like the best shot in the world. And so we'll talk about the different types of the spin and we'll go from there. So we develop spin by the shape of how we hit that ball, okay? Here's the biggest thing on spin. A lot of people think we develop spin from our wrist. And there's some truth to that. You can do that, but that's not what we teach. That's not what you want to do because that's what causes injury, okay? We want to use our larger muscle groups, like our shoulder when we're hitting balls, not our smaller muscle groups or our wrist, right? So I've had clients who they serve the ball all this and they have wrist problems, right? And again, you do have to play a bit of pickleball to actually have, to the point where you end up having some sort of tennis elbow or wrist pain. But the best solution to all of that is to have great technique, right? And so that's why we teach, try not to use that wrist. I'll give you guys cues, I'll remind you guys, but that's my #1 suggestion where it comes to spin, okay?